What's going on? Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. Got my camera back up and running, studio back up and running. Hopefully it works out for this live recording. We'll go ahead and jump right into the article. So we got the first article coming out of the Daily Hodl. Let me go ahead and blow this up. And it says, Scott Miner predicts brutal Bitcoin collapse down to ultimate bottom. Here's his target. So this came out May 25th today. And it says, in an interview with CNBC's Andrew Ross Sorkin while attending the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, Miner discusses the possibility of Bitcoin even dropping below 10,000 if it can't find support at 30,000. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below or in the chat if you think it's going to sink down below 10,000. So I'll go ahead and play his video and hear his own words.
So the wind's already come out of the sails of the tech world, right? And more broadly, I mean, you could call it the broad indexes, but when you look specifically at this point, where do you see more pain? And to the extent that there's upside from here, right, some stocks or some industries, they are what?
Right. Well, look, if you look at tech, I think tech is fairly valued, but I see a lot more pain because markets
fairly valued. We see more pain.
Right. Well, because markets typically don't bottom when they're fairly valued. Right? Markets tend to overshoot. And when you have a day like we had on Friday with a heavy sell-off, which was a key reversal, which should tell us that, near term we're going to see a rally. But rallying off of a VIX that's at 30, I mean, historically we need to be north of 40, closer to 50 to get a real bottom. And so, I think that until we see some real panic, we're not going to have a real bottom. And, like I say, bear markets don't end at fair value. They tend to overshoot. So,
how do you think about the world of crypto? By the way, I don't know if we can get the camera's not going to see it. The blockchain house is here.
Right.
Every crypto person is in town here in Dallas.
Right.
And we've watched it obviously tank. It's not clearly a hedge on inflation, at least thus far.
Right.
But do you see that as the tail? Do you see that as the dog? What's going on there?
I think it's more of a symptom. It's telling you, it's like the canary in the coal mine, right? We're seeing crypto collapse the way it is. I think it's got more downside to it.
More downside. How much more?
Well, when I look at Bitcoin, which the technicals have been better than anything else, when we break, below 30,000 consistently, 8,000 is the ultimate bottom. So I think we've got a lot more room to the downside especially with the Fed being restrictive. And let's face it, most of these currencies they're not currencies, right? They're junk, right? I mean, the majority of crypto is garbage. So there are going to be survivors, but, and crypto is the future.
You're saying that, there's hundreds of cryptocurrencies.
19,000.
But do you think that Bitcoin is junk? Do you think that ETH is junk? Do you think Solana is junk? How do you...
I think Ethereum... I think Bitcoin will be survivors.
And survivors at one day at 100,000, 200,000, 500,000 in the sort of Kathy Woods world, or something else?
Yeah, it could be, but I don't think we've seen the dominant player in crypto yet. Right? This is like the internet bubble, right? If we were sitting here in the internet bubble, we would be talking about how Yahoo and America Online were the great winners, and everything else. We couldn't tell you if Amazon or Pets.com was going to be the winner, right? But of course, Yahoo. I mean, Google. We didn't have Google yet.
Right.
America Online, the dial-up service died. So we don't know these. I don't think we have had the right prototype yet for crypto. And let me tell you what that's based on, right? The definition of currency is that it's a store of value, it's a medium of exchange, and it's a unit of account. None of these things pass. They don't even pass on one basis.
But if they don't pass now, why would they pass later?
Because technology will come along, and there will be a point where if you can create an ecosystem, then where we can actually use these things for transactional purposes and people feel comfortable, they hold their value.
Right.
Stable coin's an interesting attempt at that, but candidly, if we're going to exchange it at a set exchange rate like a currency board, like the Hong Kong Monetary Authority, right, then it's going to get regulated like currency.
So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that video. To me, I don't think the guy knows what he's talking about. So far, I use crypto on a daily basis, and you can use it. It does have a great network behind it. Yeah, not all projects are the best. A lot of them are junk, so I do agree with them there. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about which projects you guys are working on or you think is the best or best for your portfolio. So the next article comes out of Bitcoin Magazine. JP Morgan sees 28% upside for Bitcoin. JP Morgan thinks Bitcoin is below its fair price and now features among the bank's preferred alternative investments. Wonder why that is. Banking giant JP Morgan said in a note Wednesday that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are now among its preferred alternative investments. JP Morgan getting into crypto. Well, they've been in it, but now they're actually coming out talking about it on a daily basis, it seemed like. Assets deemed as risky, which often includes Bitcoin, in the minds of professional and institutional investors. Now, mind you, these are people that gone to school, got a bachelor's degree, that pretty much are stuck in the old debt slave system that don't understand what cryptos are. And they're starting to wake up to what cryptos can be and how they can be used on a daily basis. Professional institutional investors have plunged in 2020 amid tighter monetary policies and multiple decades high inflation numbers in the US and around the world. However, Bitcoin's steep sell-off, as well as that of other cryptocurrencies, has been more profound than in other alternative investments such as private equity, private debt, and real estate, JP Morgan reportedly said. Therefore, the bank envisions more room for rebound in the digital assets class than in other alternative assets. We thus replace real estate with digital assets as our preferred alternative asset class, along with hedge funds, the bank strategist wrote per the report. JP Morgan strategist reportedly saying in a note that the bank was sticking to its view that $38,000 was a fair price for Bitcoin. So I wonder if that's why they're pushing the price down so they can buy more of it. Hint, hint. That could be a key. Bitcoin's discounted valuation is part of the reason why the bank has more optimistic outlook for the digital currency going forward. The past month's crypto market correction looks more like capitulation relative to last January, February, and going forward, we see upside for Bitcoin and crypto markets more generally, the note said per report. Despite the greater attractiveness of the sector, JP Morgan reportedly said in the note that it has switched Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies from an overweight ranking to an underweight one, meaning that the bank is now less keen on the asset class and recommends a lower exposure in an investment portfolio. So let me know what you guys think about this article. It came out of Bitcoin Magazine. Go ahead and check it out. Look it up. So the next one is the topic of the discussion today. Turkey crafts legislation for Bitcoin. Crypto oversight report. Goes over here and says Turkish governing party is reportedly set to submit bills to parliament in the coming weeks to better regulate the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets. Turkey is close to presenting draft legislation to regulate the Bitcoin market, especially businesses involved in the sector that operate in the country, Bloomberg reported on Wednesday. Two Turkish officials familiar with the matter told the news outlet that President whatever that guy's name is, governing AK party is set to submit bills to parliament containing the new rules in the coming weeks. The bill is set to include measures for businesses providing cryptocurrency businesses to the public, such as exchanges. Then it goes to talk about their proposals and what they plan on doing, but down here is the reason why. So they're saying that a Turkish court jailed 6 suspects later that month as a part of an investigation into the Theodox case. The group of suspects included the brother and sister of Ozer, as well as senior company employees. So basically, there was some type of CEO that had an exchange. Oh yeah, Thodex. That's right. They fled the country, leaving the funds of about 390,000 active users of the exchange. So it talks about that in this paragraph right here, and then it talks about them going to jail. So this is the reason why they're wanting to pass legislation on it, supposedly. And in the same month last year, Turkish authorities reportedly arrested 4 people connected to another cryptocurrency exchange, Filecoin, as part of a fraud investigation. Following the issues with those 2 businesses, the Turkish government reportedly began exploring the idea of establishing a central custodian bank for cryptocurrency exchanges. I bet you they do want to establish a CBDC. It's also instituted a ban on cryptocurrency payments in the same month as its own fiat currency tumbled. Currently, Turkey is a victim of harsh inflationary pressure as President Erdogan refuses to raise interest rates. The country's population experienced annual increases of 35% in healthcare, 27% in education, 26% in clothing and footwear, and 18.71% in communication, according to the latest data. So those 2 articles you can check out. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. So let me check something out real quick. Make sure. Still. Give me 1 minute. Be right back. All right, so moving on to the next topic. And this is the exciting one for the day, the Divi Wallet. If you guys don't know what the Divi project is, what Divi is, what the Divi Wallet is, any of that, check it out. Do some research. This is what their website is. You want to go to www.diviproject.org. Okay, don't go anywhere else. I can put a link down in the description below, and it'll send you directly to their website. Go there and check them out. What's really exciting, what they just launched, and I'll go ahead and play it for you on Twitter, give you a better understanding. So they already had a wallet out. They already have a desktop wallet, and they had an Android or an Apple wallet that you can download. You can stake. Some of my other videos I talk about Divi, but I really want to talk about them today because what they came out with is huge. So let's go to Twitter and find out. Click on that. Let it replay. So yeah, guys, the Divi Wallet is intense. They really did a good job with it. I downloaded mine, or actually updated mine. Checked out the new wallet. Basically, what they did is added features that we've all been waiting on, where you can purchase Divi from your direct bank account if you choose to, or you can send Divi from another wallet to that wallet and still be KYC protected. You can transfer tokens. You can trade that's what I meant. Trade tokens inside the wallet, and you can also store over 270 tokens. I think it's up to 270, somewhere around there. So yeah, Divi's definitely a good project to check out. Follow Nick Saponaro or the Divi Wallet on Twitter. They got some good stuff coming out. They always do a Divi Live at 5. I don't get paid to promote Divi, but I am a user of Divi. I do like Divi. I've been in it for over a year. Got in about 2 cents. Let's see what it's at today. So today it's running at about 4 cents. Let me refresh that, make sure it's right. So it's running at four and a quarter. So 4.25 cents. It's up 16.47 cents, respectively. If we go to the markets and just hit ranking and come down here. So Bitcoin's only up 8%, 10%. So Divi is in the top 200 coins. And just go ahead and check them out whenever you guys get a chance. So the next topic that I got is coming from the Daily Hodl. So Top Trader says one of the under the radar altcoins set to emerge as winner of Terra collapse. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. This sorry about that. Talking to the kids. So this article is talking about Tron. So closely tracked trader is naming one altcoin that he says can come out as the big winner following the crumbling of Terra and its algorithmic stablecoin. Trex has displayed enormous relative strength again at its March highs in an environment where 99% of alts are down 50% or more, driven by Tron's recent foray into the algorithmic stable space and 30% yield on USDD in bear markets. Winners win. So it's a quote. Tron and cryptocurrency originally designed to serve as a decentralized storage and a distribution platform for social media and digital entertainment content, has recently made a pivot to mirror the affiliation between Luna and UST prior to their collapse. So there's a lot of things on there about Luna, why they collapsed. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is Tron going to collapse? Is it better than Luna? My personal opinion, I usually stay away from anything that is an algorithmic stable coin. If it doesn't have anything back in it as far as something solid, then I just stay away from it unless I have to use it to trade, and then I don't hold it for very long. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Next article is coming out of crypto.news. I thought it was a decent article. It's more adoption. Filecoin Foundation and Lockheed Martin. So Filecoin, when did this come out? So this came out yesterday at 5 p.m. by Adam Robertson. The Filecoin Foundation has partnered with Lockheed Martin Space to create blockchain nodes in space. According to a recent tweet, Filecoin is looking forward to developing the blockchain infrastructure in space via IFPS. Filecoin and LMS Space partnership to the moon. The corporations are collaborating to launch the interplanetary file system into orbit as a vital piece of digital technology that will change how information is accessible in the current economic system. So that's kind of huge, guys. If this is really true and they're really doing this project, I'll dive a little more into it and see what I can't figure out. Do another video on it, but this is more adoption and it's going to space. I mean, they talk about it all the time. Let's see what it says down here. So Joe Landon, Lockheed Martin's vice president of Advantage Programs, believes that space will eventually be more than the desired location. It will be the center of a new Earth-independent space economy. He also stated that the job they will do with Filecoin is a continuation of their commitment to space infrastructure. They'd have to create the necessary electronics to sustain a long-term space program. The future looks promising. One satellite will be fueling another in the future. This is a transaction that takes place wholly in space space and has no connection to Earth. For that reason, decentralizing them makes sense, Landon explained. Furthermore, satellites currently communicate primarily with servers on Earth. Still, because of the immense ranges of space, commands sent a spacecraft orbiting the Moon or Mars may take several minutes to arrive. If urgent instructions or data must be transmitted, this may take an eternity. So they got a point there. We know with the Lightning Network and blockchain, things can move fast. So they could get information up there really fast using this type of technology. Will the initiative lead to decentralized storage of data in space? The Filecoin infrastructure, cryptocurrency powered decentralized storage connectivity, uses IPFS as its fundamental technology. Lockheed Martin manufactures spacecraft and the spaceships for both commercial and government customers. The advantages of decentralized file system will be brought to space by FF and Lockheed Martin Space Department. As a result, these computers might be placed somewhere other than Earth to speed up the interplanetary connections such as GPS coordination or environmental control. The purpose is to minimize the delay when receiving data from far away places like the moon. So this article is huge. Filecoin, I've always been into Filecoin. I've actually had some Filecoin and decent project. So go ahead, check them out. Check out Filecoin. Check out this article. Do a deep dive into it. So with that being said, guys, if you like this content, go ahead, smash likes. I finally got my camera back up and running. Hopefully everything worked well. And I got some huge news coming out, but it's going to be for my Patreons first, and then I will send it out to YouTube. But I got a special guest coming on the show. 2 special guests, actually, and can't wait to see them. Can't wait to hear their take on what's going on in the markets. Can't wait to find out their thoughts. They've been in the business a long time. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you guys for taking the time out to watch this video. Hopefully you liked, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. God bless and have a great day.